Hey, this is Knife Standards. Today I'm going to be doing unboxing and first impressions of yet another knife from Reeve Knives. If you've been following my channel and watching my last couple unboxings, they have also been from Reeve. We have this guy and this guy. So this is the Menandi, which is kind of like a gentleman's folder. Really super cool, and this is a limited edition, whatever, what do you call it, exclusive, with the Elferin overlays, which are pretty spectacular in my opinion. And then you have this small Sabenza Tanto Magna Cut, got the gold thumb studs. I'm enjoying this so far. It still is breaking in, so it's a little bit stiff, and I do like it though. The Menandi broke in a lot faster, but I haven't disassembled this or anything, so still enjoying that, still breaking it in. Of course, if you are not already following me at Knife Standards, please do. You can follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for a lot more knife content and weekly knife reviews, a lot of unboxings, first impressions, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. You guys know the deal. And here we have another knife. So I'm gonna get this unboxed and then kind of tell you guys my plan for my Reeve collection. Because I do have a little bit of a plan. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now this one I got on the secondary. The other two I bought brand new. So we'll see if, but this is supposed to be in like new in-box condition, so very good condition. So let's check it out. I've got all the cards and this stuff, COA card. I always think this is very cool. By the way, this is an Inkosi, if you were wondering. I didn't mention that, but I always think that card is cool. They showed a little exploded, breakdown of the knife. And then there's a little story, which is great. All right, get that out of the way. We got the little tool pack, some Loctite. This is the grease, yep. Fluorinated grease. And all the tools. They're Allen wrenches or Allen keys, which I had not disassembled anything from Reeve, so I should probably do a video of that, and you guys can watch me probably struggle. A little hair on there. All right, so let's go ahead and, well, I just realized this thing is out here. I don't really like the lanyards, but okay. Anyway, let's get this out of the way, and let's check out what we have. Yeah, so this is a large Inkosi, what's the, Insingo, I get all the names confused. Insingo blade shape, which is like their kind of Warncliffe. This is in S45 VN, if I remember correctly. Let's go ahead and check the little paper. Yep, good to go. Yeah, those washers are giant. What? I've never handled a, I always forget what, yeah, it still needs to break in. Well, which one? I handled a Reeve like months and months ago, and I forget if it was a small, I think it must have been a small one. I don't know. I forget, I gotta go look back at my videos. It was so long ago, but I handled one and it was already broken in. And I don't remember these giant washers. Interesting, okay. So anyway, I saw this, I thought I'd pick it up. I have not tried the, again, I'm forgetting the name, what is the name? Does it say on here? Blanking out on the blade shape name. Insingo. All right, so yeah. Large Inkosi Insingo blade shape. I'm gonna say Wharncliffe, but anyway. So I haven't tried their Wharncliffe, and it looked good to me. This is sandblasted, which actually has a surprising amount of grip, just like my small Sebenza. And I really want something that is glass blasted, because I know what that will feel like. Like in my head, I've never handled one, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, I know what glass blast is gonna be like. In my head, it's similar to a bead blast, so it's not gonna have this rough texture. The rough texture is not bad or anything, but I want at least one of my Chris Reeves to be glass blasted. And yes, I know you can send them in to be blasted, which is cool. Very, very cool. I've heard really good things about the customer service. This almost looks like it's a little bit, what do you guys think? Is that off center? No, I guess not. But I'm going to, like, when I go to slow roll this, it's a little bit sensitive on the lock bar, which is not a, let's see. Yeah, so if I kind of choke up a little bit to slow roll it and my finger's on the lock bar, pretty sensitive. If I kind of come back where the clip is, no problem. And that's kind of how they want you to open them, is like this kind of C-shaped slow roll, which I do think is very satisfying. It's like a nice click. But eventually, you know, I remember from the Sebenza that I handled, you can just pop it out and flick it like a normal, you know, thumb stud knife. To me, that is ideal. This is the MBK Sea Otter, which I've been really enjoying. But I think this just needs to break in. I don't think the person who I bought it from had really used it at all. So again, that should eventually pop open, you know, fully deployed. So I do like these finger grooves a lot. Very comfortable in hand. Same deal on the Sebenza. This little pokey end. Is it the same clip? Is it the exact same clip? Yeah, pretty much. I think it's the same clip. So this pokey bit at the end, to me, is just crazy, and I don't know why. I mean, I get it. They want like a little ramp to go in and out of your pocket, but I gotta get a replacement clip for this, because that's just crazy. Super pokey in hand. Everything else is so comfortable that it's kind of surprising that that is there. Again, the texture of the sandblast feels great. Again, titanium frame lock. The lock bar relief cut is on the inside, kind of scalloped, which is very cool. The lock bar pressure is not too serious on this guy. I mean, there's no way you can there's no way I can middle finger flick it. Yeah. But I do think this will break in. You know, I sat there. Oh, and just so you guys can see, for the Menandi, I mean, it is broken in so nicely, so smooth. Still, again, still working on the, yeah, the Sebenza is just tight. The lock bar pressure, tight. But still breaking in. And this is all, I want to kind of use these and break them in before I mess with them, or, you know, loosen the pivot or tighten anything or take them apart. So the blade shape, at first, like when I first saw this Wharncliffe shape, I don't know, it didn't do it for me. But then kind of the more that I stared at it and looked at it, little swedge action, it's just kind of cool. And my point is that I've grown more, it's grown on me, and I've grown to like it. Also, these thumb studs, I think they were gold or anodized or whatever before, and then they got polished. So I don't know, but there we go. So I'm gonna be sitting here doing this, trying to break this guy in. I'm pretty sure the person before me, or the first owner, greased this guy up, because sounds very smooth, and I can see a little bit of the grease in there. There you go. So it will break in. Of course, we got the crown spine. The jimping feels awesome. It is a large knife. Let's go ahead and, what are we going to compare it to? 80 20.5, way bigger. Got a PM2, pretty much the exact same size of a PM2. So overall, pretty solid. I am going to be curious. Well, I don't know. Eventually, I will take this apart. I am curious to see what's going on the inside of this knife and to get it in pocket. I think I might order a new clip for this. I've seen a couple cool aftermarket clips, so that's probably next on the agenda. It's a little bit awkward to do the slow roll. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting used to it. But the washers feel super smooth. I'm obviously into washers now. And it's an interesting knife. I mean, I think Chris Reeve knives, maybe I'll do a Chris Reeve video, but they're not for everyone. And boom, I like that. It's already loosening up a little bit. They're not for everyone, but they are super high quality. They feel great in hand, and I am liking them a lot. So again, I will continue to keep you guys updated. Oh, we got it. Nice. Keep you guys updated on the break-in process of the Sebenza, which is Tanto. And by the way, my next up for me is a probably a large Sebenza, and probably a drop point. That's what I've kind of been eyeballing. And I was also looking at the, what is it, Umnumzan, the Zan, but those things are super hard to get a hold of. So if one of those pops up, obviously I'd want to try it, but for now, I think a large Sebenza drop point, because I don't have a drop point. I have my, well, are we calling this a drop point? Yeah, I guess, clip point, drop point. But I want something larger and in the drop point, so we'll see if I can grab one. Again, these finger grooves, super comfortable. The hardware is interesting, a little bit different on the small Sebenza. And you have the lanyard. Oh, you know what? That is interesting. What? So that, I wonder where the lanyard goes. Not that I'm going to use lanyard, but that's interesting. Huh. All right. Well, I will be getting this guy in pocket and definitely giving you an update as soon as I've carried it a little bit. And of course, we'll fill you guys in on these two. I really want an Elfrin Sebenza. That would be so cool to have one to match this. If anyone has one, let me know. I don't know when DLT is going to have another batch of those. Anyway, this has been Knife Standards. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.